Alright, so this is where we're looking at Herc, Human Torch, and Void bands. Alright, Wong Boss, Titania or Quicksilver, Atuma, Omega Red or Apocalypse, or Namor, Chavez, Quicksilver, Silk but don't heavy, Titania, Cassie, Mangog, Silk, Quicksilver, Cassie, and then Absorbing Man, Silk, Quicksilver, Cassie, Scorp, and such. Shared Island, Sasquatch, Quicksilver, Cassie, Silk, Titania, same four for Maw, Future Ant-Man, Hulkling, Cosmic Ghost Rider, Fury, Kitty Pryde, Apocalypse, Quicksilver, Apocalypse as well, honestly, X-Bones, Falcon, Hulkling, can probably get away with Diablo, could also slap on a Shock pre-fight and use Tigra, Wiccan, or Rintraw. Nimrod, Nebula, Infamous Doom, and Hulkling, Doom, Quicksilver, Titania, Silk, and Bishop, Viv, or Omega Sentinel. Alright, so path 1, I'd Silk or Quicksilver the whole thing, bring Omega Sentinel for Sauron if that makes you feel better. Path 2, Section 1, Quicksilver or Silk for the whole thing, and then for Section 2, either Storms. And then Path 3, I would honestly Claire pretty much all of it except for Gwen, and then Gwen brings someone like Shang-Chi, Mole Man, or Fury. Path 4, I would honestly nuke the first 3 fights down with Mole Man, Shang-Chi, or Fury, and then bring Doom or Carl for Absorbing Man for Null. Path 5, Fury or Valkyrie for Human Torch, and then use Valkyrie or Doom for Nova. Go Omega Sentinel or Nimrod for Kitty Pryde, and then any of those options for Kingpin. And then Path 6, I would probably use Future Ant-Man or Doom for Apocalypse so he doesn't throw a special, and then bring Hulkling for Shocker, and then in Section 1 of that path, go with some sort of nuke, probably a skill nuke like Fury or Mole Man or Shang-Chi. Path 7, I would honestly use Fury or Shang-Chi I would actually use CGR for all of Section 1. Use Carl for Terrax if you need to, and use Fury or Mole Man or Shang-Chi or Valkyrie for Titania if you need to, and then you can use Valkyrie or Shang-Chi for Zemo up there, and then bring Nimrod or Omega Sentinel for Magneto. For Path 8, would take all of it except for Hitmonkey with Tigra, Rintraw, or Wiccan, and then throw in Apocalypse or Omega Red for Hitmonkey or any mutant that you'd prefer, or any evade counter that you'd prefer. And then Path 9 is a tad bit tricky. I think I would probably go with Absorbing Man and Synergy with Titania, and then use Titania for Spidey Supreme, but you can also go with Silk or Quicksilver for that fight as well. And then if you don't want to use Carl in Section 1, you can probably get away with Nimrod or Omega Sentinel for Section 1, and then Absorbing Man and Titania for Section 2. So that does it for defense. Let's take a look at attack. Alright, so this is where I decided to go Path 5 in both sections, and we get 2 shared fights on the shared islands. Bringing in Omega Sentinel, Titania, and Valkyrie. Titania just to change it up instead of Silk. So starting here with the first fight on Path 5, we're taking Human Torch. I'm doing this with Valkyrie. Not really much to this. We're just not going to fully block special attacks so that we don't get incinerated. And it's really just build your combo. Maybe work in a special 2 knockdown. If it doesn't work out that way, it'll be a special 2 into block. And then all of our damage will be from that boosted Fury and hits into block. So failed the last hit of that special 1, which is fine. It doesn't give him any smolders, so no incinerate. So pretty safe there. Doing a lot into his face. That's just to build power real quick. We're starting to turn the corner on our special 2 here. And now we're going to use it to knock down. Got a good chunk of health down already with the protection up. Try and get him to turtle here. He decides special 1. That's fine. I'm not going to retaliate. I want him to turtle. And we have a little bit of fury, so we start taking off bigger chunks. And he's pretty much gone. Protection will come back. We are actually going to get to another special 2, but I'm pretty sure the special 2 KOs him. So yeah, pretty simple fight. I think this was just to force a double counter for section 1 of path 5, since Nova's on the next one and a Mystic would not be able to take Human Torch. So second fight, Nova, we are actually going to take this with Valkyrie. The challenge here is getting to 10 before getting cornered so that we can counter Unstoppable. And Nova's AI is somewhat of a pain because he will stand across the map and stare at you and wait for you to move, and doesn't really put up block sometimes. So they're heavy right off of a combo. Didn't want to parry there, so we missed our window to attack. Got an intercept there, and now we're cornered without enough on our combo meter to counter Unstoppable, so we have to do a risky intercept. Still not there. Like I said, Nova doesn't like backing off. Luckily, block proficiency masteries wasn't enough to shrug that stun. Otherwise, it would have gotten ugly. But here we're countering Unstoppable, and this is where it goes south. I was not expecting him to throw that special 2. He caught us right in a dex to do it, and there's that stare down. I'm going to come at you from Nova. But here, obviously, I got pissed. Special 2 to knock him down, remove the protection. Just kind of need him to turtle, and he's not having it, so we're just going to start whipping into him with our Fury. He blocks there, which is great. We're going to take off chunks there. Protection is back. Now we just need to make sure every special attack dodge is on point. So there's a special 2 dodge just to showcase that we can actually dodge that whole thing. Go with the special 2 to knock down. At this point, I don't care if I hit into his block or hit him. I just need him down with the little bit of health that I have. There's another special 2 dex. We're going to go smack him in the face while we've got this Fury, and down goes Nova. So got real sketchy for a minute there. Section 2, Kitty Pryde, Omega Sentinel, making it cake, working in our intercepts where we can, and where we can't, we just punch her down anyways. Keep the weapon that is active. 1 debuff is enough. We don't need to build debuffs here. She's going to increase her attack with the node ability because of debuffs, so we don't want to give her more than that. And of course, I give her 2 right off, but it's not a big deal. But with one of the cowardices active, we're going to pause our combo, so always ending with a light, always kind of baiting out special 1 when she's at it, and never really trying to work in an intercept. I think I do a couple, just because I'd rather the fight go quick. I'm not really, this war isn't really hinged upon anything like top 3 or top 10. So at this point, I'm just kind of like, hey, let's do everything we can do to finish fights quickly, since we're not max boosting and such. But yeah, pretty simple, pretty straightforward fight. Omega Sentinel and Nimrod both make Kitty Pryde on this node a nothing fight. Decide to go with a special 3 here. I go, what the heck, let's give her 6 plasmas. Let's up her damage. I got it right after an intercept, so we're going to take a good chunk off with these debuffs since it does not have Mighty Charge. Special 2, no blocked hits here with this special attack. Find a window to pause, didn't matter. Protection removed the plasmas, so he took a nice chunk off to try and speed this fight up. I actually forgot I threw a special 3. Didn't even speed it up for you. Almost going a little too early there. We work in an intercept, and this should be what finishes her. Yeah, so like I said, pretty easy. Next up was Kingpin. I actually planned on using Valkyrie, but because I lost so much health, I figured, hey, Omega Sentinel works perfectly fine as well. We're just not going to rely on any debuffs here. Work in our intercepts where we can, bait out special 1s. It's the exact same as Kitty, pretty much, except we don't focus on keeping a debuff active. So I'm not going to throw any special attacks here. I do throw a special 3 at the end Maybe I don't. It's a special 2 at the end. I throw special 2s just to get the damage in. That's what it was. Since I know he's going to shrug the debuffs. So here I do some risky intercepts where I just immediately back up and go in, depending on what Kingpin does. So if he stands there or moves forward, I just go in just like that. And then throw the special 2 while we've got the Fury, just so that we can take some good chunks off here and there. Debuff sticking don't matter. It's got Mighty Charge. He pretty much should never go into Overpower, because he won't build enough of his own debuffs for that to ever happen. See, Rage gone. Got an intercept in there. Wasn't a risky forced one. Definitely felt that one coming. It's always enjoyable when it happens organically. Kingpin did exactly something that the AI has been doing for a while that I don't like. So when you dex the first hit, they just swing wildly, even though they're not going to land it. And just wait and hold on to a medium for you to dex back, and then that's when they use the medium as a dash. But you saw it there, Kingpin earlier, through like one swing, I dex back, he throws 2 more, not in range, throws a heavy, not in range. Like, what are you doing, AI? Just the psychological battle, waiting for you to screw up. Kingpin's going down nice and easy. Not losing much of any health off of Omega Sentinel here, which is good. I actually end up giving her one more fight this war. We are down to the last 10%. Just trying to work an intercept there. He just decides he wants to uppercut. Throws this special 1 in, throw a couple hits back up, get the intercept, and finish it with the relic hits. Woohoo! Next fight is for Omega Sentinel Bishop on Power Snack, old 25. Here I'm just playing this smart. This one for sure, no special attacks. This is the one I do the special 3 at the end, but it's because he has 3% left. But really, game plan here is like when I use Omega Sentinel for armor burn. We do full combos when he's below 1 bar. When he's at a bar and more, we push him to throw heavy attacks by ending our combos with a block, not fully ending our combos. And then when he's over 2 bars of power, that's when we start finishing our combos so that we can bait out special 2. Rinse and repeat. Omega Sentinel actually has a really good block proficiency with the armor ups. Bishop without any prowess and no block penetration other than stat focus really isn't doing much to us when we block. That's why pushing to this special 2 and baiting it out is perfect for her. And then, of course, I still have the option down here in tier 4 to pick whatever tactic I want, since we did not actually need decay. I could have gone with armor burn and taken this where Bishop never throws a special attack. Finishing it up here, use the relic to push the special 2 since we have it. Last little bit, get this last special 2 out. Take a good chunk off here on the way to the next special 2. Finish this combo, go into the special 3, and finish the fight. So you can see we barely took damage. And how many special 2s did we block? Not fully, but still works out. And then the last fight, Titania. I actually brought her for some mini boss action, but didn't get to it fast enough, so someone else took it. Maw here, haven't taken Maw with what would be the old node 23, scared stiff. Trying to land a heavy there. Of course, he's being cheeky. Good job, AI. You're so smart. Get him stunned there, so at least we can get rid of or ruin his focus. And then since we have these withers on and everything else, he's going to be focusing double the time than normal. Trying to just dex out of there, and Unstoppable messes us up. Get locked here. Whoopsie. Just gotta wait it out. Get to this special 2. Dash out of the last hit. Nope, didn't do it. Go in. Haymaker. Decide to heavy while it's still up. Yay, he threw special 1. Get this in. Get this last special one out. Come on, bud. End up getting locked. That's fine. Rooted, sorry. Special 3. And we are going to go in to do some heavy chains. I think we end up getting 2 off. Just 1. And that was the end of my war. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit subscribe, give it a like, and I will catch you guys at the next war.